Good day, good evening, afternoon, dawn, and dusk, you lovely people. Welcome to another episode of The Last Lamia. However, we're gonna do things a tad different than normal. Don't worry, it's just for this episode, so don't fret. Unless you end up enjoying this slight detour, which we hope you do. But, what was I saying? Oh, right! Episode 7 is a real treat indeed. I'm going to take each and every one of you on a special journey into the past. Now remember, this is just a projection, so we won't actually be traveling back in time. That would be impossible. However, it is crucial that you all remain calm and listen to your trusty, intelligent, absolutely brimming with life tour guide. That's me, if you didn't know. Before we get the show underway, I should probably tell you about our destination. This is unlike anything you've seen so far in the series, but I assure you it's just as real. What you're about to see is a story unlike any other. Of a city shrouded in darkness, a group of friends fighting for survival and freedom, and how the world was before we arrived on that jungle island. So, sit back, get comfy, grab a beverage and some popcorn. I know I have. And prepare yourself for a bumpy ride. Because this is the story of Jason's fate.
Voice recognition required.
Open.
Recognition error. Please try again.
Come on, Amphi, open up, it's me.
Confirmed. 100% match. Apologies, Master Jason, but this unit requires an answer to an additional security question.
Oh, god damn it, Brec.
What is my official designation?
I don't know, I kinda pictured you in a nice cocktail dress, maybe some skin-tight boots. Okay, no chuckle from the AI, what else is new? Augmented network female identity. Happy?
Input correct. Entry permitted.
Thanks for the extra security, Brec. I just love warm welcomes.
Don't get your briefs in a bundle. It was just a tiny question, which you oh so masterfully handled. Your wit continues to astound the masses.
Well, you can't spell designation without design, and the way I see it, such a naughty girl deserves a slamming body, don't you think?
How Amphi looks and sounds is up to the person who created her, and that would be me. Changing topic, I hope you haven't let any uninvited guests on your way here.
It's fine, I checked. You know, when a friend comes back from a dangerous mission, a customary hello is expected.
So is a simple phone call. When said friend disables their communications, goes dark for over 24 hours, with no indication as to their whereabouts, forgive me if I tend to assume the worst.
That's a little harsh.
So is a swift ass-kicking, but we both know that's Xander's forte.
I did warn you I might need to check a few extra sections to make sure we're still in the clear.
You could still make an effort to check in with your team every once in a while. Me personally, I could care less where you gallivant off to, but as a tactician, I'm able to conjure up more accurate strategies if all my pieces are on the board.
We're not playing a damn game of chess, so what's it matter?
That's not the... Simply put, it would be wise to remain in the CSU as much as possible until we have a firm idea of our next move.
Then it's a good thing we do. Where's Zan?
The usual spot. Try not to piss him off this time. We're running low on tables for him to punch through.
Duly noted. We'll try to keep the property damage to a minimum.
On-feed divert power to the sound filter and activate along the usual perimeter.
Affirmative. Shall I scan for intruders?
No need. Just a precaution. The filter is for the loudmouths.
There he is. Our fearless leader, hard at work.
Piss off. Damn!
I see my absence hasn't improved your aim much. How is it you can shoot something from a mile away, but when it comes to darts, you're just not very good?
Oh, don't try and act like it's done wonders for your work ethic. 24 frickin' hours and you pick now to come back. I'd like to think you were captured and tortured, but I know you too well. It's more likely you were slacking off down in the fighting pits. Am I right?
Beats slacking off in a shithole like this.
Language?
Shut up, Brec. As a matter of fact, I completed the surveillance check on all sections and analyzed the wall for any more weaknesses.
And?
Can't you at least pretend to be impressed? Just once? As for the wall, no dice. It's still just as thick, tall, and impregnable, just like...
Don't say it.
What? I was going to say Brec's mom.
Whatever it's about, leave me out of it.
Thank you, Brec, for the input that is so crucially needed at this moment.
Well, at least I'm the one who knows what impregnable actually means.
Hey, I know what it means.
Enough. It's been a long day, Jace, and I'd rather not have a shitty night to go along with it. So if you don't have anything crucial to share with me, I'd like to finish my game and conjure up a new plan in peace.
Well then, it's a good thing that my crucial news is coming to you at just the right time. However, you're not going to like it.
Since when has anything pleasant ever come out of your mouth? When it comes to your suggestions, I'm often not very fond of them.
Maybe because you never give them a chance.
Actually, it's due in no small part to your plans, including an abnormally high amount of risk for very little reward.
If you want to contribute to the conversation, then get your butt over here.
I'm fine where I am, thank you. The last thing I need is to take part in your pointless arguments that always occur whenever you two are in the room.
Come on, Zan, just hear me out. I promise this one will work. Please.
Go ahead.
Yes! Now, we know that Ava Tech has been hard at work conquering the city sector by sector, and so far, 86%...
87.
Rude.
Don't care.
87% is currently under their control. Within less than a month, they'll own the whole city, but by that time, they'll likely control nothing but a ghost town. Apart from resistance factions in the slums and Ava Tech's gutless, immoral employees, almost all the residential areas have been deserted and kept under constant surveillance. Thanks to the data Brec uncovered from the company's confidentials, as well as my knack for keeping tabs on the resistance, I can now say with the utmost certainty that only 40% of Brookhaven's population resides to this day.
Your point?
What happened to the rest of them? You've seen it, Zan. We've all seen it. Good people of this city doomed to poverty because of the company, forced to get on buses hoping it'll lead them to a better life outside of the city, but...
We've never seen the shuttles pass the wall. We know. There's nothing to be done, nor is it our concern. For all we know, those people are likely dead. We know what they're capable of, which is why the sooner we find a way out, the better.
Don't you see? The only way we're escaping is by going to the source. We need to break into Avalon Tower.
Here we go again.
Look, I know it's a huge risk, but everything points to that tower. The way out, the population drop, the shuttles, they're all connected. It's staring us in the face. It always has.
Jace, we've been over this. This is Ava Tech's stronghold. To launch an assault of any kind on the tower is a suicide mission. I've told you 100 times and you still won't listen. I'm not putting the team at risk on just a hunch.
This is bigger than us, and you know it, Zan. That tower houses hundreds of servers, all containing each and every one of their dirty secrets. Not only could we arrange a transport out of here, we could mine all their files and take them down from the inside. There's so many answers in there, and they're ours for the taking. This could be our first step in annihilating them for good.
That's not our priority. Our sole purpose is getting the hell out of this city, and I'll be damned if we get wrapped up in their war.
Oh, please, don't act like you're doing this for us. You're the one who's too chicken to leave the hideout for more than a couple hours, all because you think your sister can't take care of herself.
Oh, you want to bring family into this? Of all the secrets in that damn tower, I know you're only interested in one. Do you honestly think the second you have access to their system, you'll finally know why your mommy and daddy were killed?
Uh-oh.
Don't you dare go there, Zan. You don't understand why I have to do this.
Oh, I don't? Each of us were orphaned once upon a time. You don't think I know how you feel?
How could you? Your parents were rotten, despicable people who abandoned you, cared so little that they threw 2 innocent children out on the street to fend for themselves.
You think yours were any better? They were working for the enemy. If you ask me, eating a bullet was perhaps the best thing they could have done for you.
Guys?
Take it back!
Make me, cherry head.
You know what? I don't need you. I can get into that tower without your help.
Go ahead then. Get yourself killed. Just don't blame me.
Guy, what?
Thought you should know. Lonnie's awake.
What the hell is going on out here?
He started it.
I don't care, I'm ending it. I understand you boys have testosterone to burn, but you could try freaking yoga or something because the arguments aren't helping.
If Zan would shut up and listen for once, there wouldn't be an argument.
Oh, you're so full of horse.
Enough. Week after week, I put up with this, but no more. Next ones to get into a heated argument with one another, I put an arrow between their legs. Understood? Understood.
Fine.
Fine.
Well, I don't want to say called it, but yeah, it was definitely one of your more uncomfortable arguments.
You shouldn't have brought up his parents like that.
He's the one that took it a step too far. Jace isn't in his right mind.
And neither are you. You're so caught up in escaping this city that you neglect the possibility that the answer is in the very place you want to avoid.
Come on, not you two.
She makes a good point, you know. I've been going over all the data, and for once Jason's right. Don't breathe a word of that to him. I'll never hear the end of it.
So what? You want to launch a stealth operation on their stronghold? Knowing full well Ava Tech is at the height of its power?
That's technically not true. Ava Tech has focused so much on acquiring the city that their business is suffering. Now would be an opportune time to sneak in while they're preoccupied on both fronts.
I think you should put more trust in Jason. He has potential, but ever since we were kids, you haven't given him a chance to show it.
What do you want me to do then? Just let him take the reins on a mission that could risk everything that we've worked so hard to keep safe over the past decade?
The only thing we're protecting is ourselves. And I, for one, am sick of hiding. I don't know about you two, but I'm willing to go through any length to help a friend. Especially one that doesn't treat me like I'm fragile.
I hate when she does that.
Well, it looks like you have a decision to make. The logical solution to all these equations could very well be an Avalon Tower. So either you approve and the 4 of us go, or you do nothing and the 2 of them go anyway. One way or another, you're gonna have to accept the risks.
You saying you wouldn't go if they asked?
I admit Jason's ideas make logical sense, but I never said I'd join him. However, I might change my mind if I knew this was a team mission. That's the only chance we have of making it in and out in one piece, and you know it.
Hey, stranger.
Lonnie, I really don't feel like talking right now.
Well, too bad, because you're obviously so mad that you walked into the wrong room.
What?
This is my room, genius.
Ugh, sorry.
It's fine. It's not like when we were kids and I'd scream my head off if any of you even set foot in here.
Yeah, you were a scary little girl.
Yeah, I was. None of us really knew how to act around one another. Just a group of misfits trying to make it to tomorrow.
Do you ever regret all this?
No, I don't. Sure, I guess there's a part of me that misses my parents. Well, rather who they used to be. But honestly, I think this is the closest thing to a loving family that I've ever had. Really messed up when you think about it. Do you regret it?
Sometimes, on days like this, I wish I could be back in that old apartment. My mom telling me stories, my dad teaching me how to be stronger, and just being with them, I don't know. Seeing them, hearing them say, I love you, just once. I used to think this was my new family, but lately...
Well, you don't have to worry about Zan. I know he can be infuriating, but you know he's just trying to do what he thinks is best for us.
I just don't understand why he won't give it a shot. He's never once liked any of my ideas. But now time's running out. I'm starting to think he wants all of us to just stay here.
Zan's always been this way. The worst part is, I've gotten used to his mother hen style of protection.
Aren't you sick of it? Don't you want to go outside, get some fresh air without your brother breathing down your neck?
Of course I do. You think I like being cooped up in my room, day after day, popping pills like candy so I can move, think, and function normally without any pain? I'd love nothing more to be rid of this stupid disease. To go out whenever I want, with whoever I want.
Lonnie? Lonnie, are you okay?
Sorry. You shouldn't have seen that.
It's getting worse, isn't it?
The medication you got for me helps, but Xander's right. All it's done is lessen the pain. I do want to go outside, Jace, and experience while I still got time to. But with all that's going on, and Ava Tech ruining the city, it's not the way I want to remember the world.
If we do this, Ava Tech will be crippled from the inside, and we can fix everything they've destroyed. But more importantly, we can even find a cure. Don't you think all that is worth the risk?
I wish it were that easy, Jace. Your resolve is stronger than anything I've ever seen, but I don't think you can take on that tower alone.
I won't have to. Not if I have the best archer in the world with me.
Oh, now we're being charming. What makes you think I'd even go along with your original idea?
Because you never said you wouldn't. Will you trash a tower with me?
Ugh. Why do you have to make it sound all mushy? But sure. Why not?
You can count us in too. Xander's still getting over it, but he told me to come in here and tell you he's agreed to let you have your way. And you know me. I hate to be left out of all the fun.
Thanks a lot, Brec. In that case, tell Anfi to set up the schematic software. We've got a break-in to plan.
Wake up. You're in danger. I've healed you, but you need to listen. Get up. Save your friends. And find me.
Wakey, wakey. It appears you're the first to wake up. Splendid! That shows great promise and a strong constitution. However, the real test will be to see how well you retain it.
What is this? Where am I?
Oh, there'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. In the meantime, perhaps you ought to find your comrades, Hop to it, then. You don't want to miss the party now, do you?
Guys! Are you alright?
I believe so. Apart from this irritating crick in my neck.
Me too. Do you think they stuck something in us?
It's possible, but why go to the trouble?
We got bigger problems. Anyone have a clue as to where we are?
Likely a secret lab underneath the tower.
I don't remember this being on the layout at all.
Aside from our earpieces, they took all my tech, so even I don't know where we are. However, with a bit of luck, we can get through to Amphi and find out.
Did anyone else hear a creepy guy talking in your rooms? He woke us up and let us all out to meet together immediately. After what they've seen us do to their goons, don't you think they'd at least try to split us up?
Doesn't matter. We're together now, and we should focus on finding an exit.
Oh, I wouldn't even waste my time if I were you. Oh, Brecario Delmont, Xander Carlisle, Lamia Carlisle, welcome to my perplexicon. Oh, and a very special welcome to you, Jason Auburn. I am your generous host for the evening, Dr. Theodore Herswick. Might I say it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been waiting to get my mitts on you for a long time.
Amphi, do you read me?
Save your breath. I do apologize for the inconvenience, but I'm afraid you're in a no-call zone and will be for the remainder of your visit. We're currently housed hundreds of feet below the surface. So deep, in fact, not a soul on the outside can hear the screams. In short, you're not going anywhere.
Seems like an awful lot of trouble for just 4 people. How long have you been hunting us?
Oh, for a good while now. But I wouldn't call it hunting per se. See, when you think of Brookhaven as a giant maze like I do, you're the equivalent of lab rats, scurrying about, turning corner after endless corner, completely unaware of the clear and present danger that awaits you. So technically, it wasn't hunting, more so observing, or monitoring you, if you will. And we've been doing so with great interest.
Why us? Do you think we're part of the Resistance?
No, hardly. Though the 4 of you have crossed Ava Tech's path before, we haven't considered you a viable threat to our takeover initiative.
Then why monitor us? What makes us different from the others you want to conquer?
I'm glad you asked. Each of you show miraculous potential and are exactly the kind of subjects we're looking for. Strong, agile, mid to level high intelligence, and most importantly, very unique personality traits and unyielding wills to boot. Essentially, you are the perfect definition of what it means to be human.
Well, I can honestly say I've never been less flattered by such an array of compliments.
You said unyielding wills. What good is that to you?
You'll soon find out.
Lonnie? Lonnie, what's wrong?
Oh my! It appears my little concoction has taken effect earlier than I anticipated. Oh dear. And I forgot to make my popcorn.
What's the meaning of this? What's happening to her?
The same thing that's going to happen to you. To be honest, I thought this batch would take a bit longer inside a female host. But its aggressive nature never ceases to amaze me.
Lonnie, I need you to speak to me, alright? Where's the pain?
My head! It burns!
I guess some people just can't take the heat. Well, that's to be expected when undergoing the process of a complete genetic rewrite.
Everything's burning inside me.
That doesn't sound good at all. And here I thought the results might be different.
Stop it now. Take me instead. Just let her go.
Why on earth would I agree to that when I already have you four right where I want you? Perhaps your friend was wrong about your level of intelligence.
My friend?
Whoops. Did I say that? Oh, my big mouth always seems to get me into trouble.
Shut up! Are you trying to tell me someone sold us out?
Ah, there's that intellect. Why don't you ask the man himself? I'm sure he's been dying to get a word in.
Zan, what is he talking about?
That...
Back away. Just step aside and leave her be.
Have you gone completely insane? What the hell is this?
What are you doing?
What's best for my family. Now get back.
You best do what he says. Statistically, the emotionally unstable tend not to make idle threats.
You aren't deaf, Jace. Let her go.
Go to hell! Your sister is burning up from the inside out, and you're in league with the bastards who caused it!
Dad, please.
You don't understand. None of you. I did this for you, Lonnie. To save you.
Does she look safe to you?
She will be. Once she's cured. Once and for all.
What makes you believe you can trust Ava Tech to cure her?
Because I told him we can. That's right. Your friend has been in contact with us much longer than you think. In fact, he found out we had little bugs planted all over your hideout, and so he took it upon himself to go into negotiations with us. We agreed on mutually beneficial terms. In exchange for keeping the bugs a secret, remaining neutral with matters concerning the resistance factions, and staying out of trouble in general, we would allow your group to remain under our noses and be provided safe passage out of Brookhaven once the takeover was complete. I suppose he didn't feel comfortable with our offer, seeing as how he's had you try to find a way out of the city all this time. Tisk, tisk.
You betrayed us, so we could keep hiding?
Oh, that's not even the half of it. Not even 12 hours ago, he made contact with us again, wanting to strike up yet another useless deal. If we allowed him and his cohorts access into the tower with as little difficulty as possible, he would lead them to a rendezvous point of our choosing where the trade could be held.
Trade? A trade of what?
2 of his friends for the cure to his sister's unrelenting illness.
You son of a bitch! You were gonna sell us out to these clowns?
Don't even start, Jace. It was either you or let my little sister continue to suffer. They had the technology to save Lonnie, so I did what I had to do.
Tell me this isn't true. Tell me you aren't this stupid to believe anything Ava Tech promised you.
Oh, but he did. And he followed everything according to plan. Any normal person would have distrusted us from the beginning. But given the deteriorating health of his sibling, his desperate need to save her made it all too easy, in my opinion.
What?
Come now, you're smarter than this. It was a trap, plain and simple.
But the cure. I saw you inject Lonnie with it.
Then you're far less observant than I gave you credit for. What's coursing through her veins and bonding to her DNA as we speak will not only remove every trace of the disease, but turn her into something even stronger. That is, if she can withstand it.
All I see is fire. Like flames inside my eyes.
My god. Her body can't withstand the change in her cells. They're igniting.
Reverse it. Whatever you've done to her, reverse it now.
No. I'm afraid it doesn't quite work like that. There is no remedy for the choices that you've made. You chose to play the traitor. You chose to walk right into our little mousetrap, and now it's time to pay the piper. So go on. Watch as your precious sister, the only family you have left, becomes nothing but one big pile of ash.
No!
Now let's start this party off right! With a bang!
Lonnie!
Phew! That was a hot one. I know I should be disappointed at the loss of yet another subject, but seeing them burn still makes me feel all giddy inside.
I'll kill you!
Jason, no. Stay back.
So you're next, are you? Let's hope you have better luck than Miss Hothead. Oh! Hello again. You snapped back to reality quicker than I thought you would.
You bring her back right now, or I swear to God, I will shoot you dead.
Oh, really? You're going to shoot me from behind bulletproof glass from all the way down there? I'd love to see you try. She's dead, genius. The way I see it, I did her a favor. Sure, she died painfully, but at least she doesn't have to endure anymore, and she doesn't have to live with a failure like you anymore either. 2 for the price of 1. You done? Good. Now we can get back to business. To be honest, you should be thanking me for giving you this opportunity. Don't get me wrong, it's come with its fair share of downsides, but if this goes right, you could become the first transhumans in history, with the lifeblood of another species coursing through your veins.
What the hell are you talking about?
A life form, the likes of which we could only dream of. Lost to myth, we thought. But they endured. And found them we did. What's left of them now reside in you, ready to alter your fragile form into a beautiful new being. However, sometimes a subject's transformation requires a little jump start. It can be a fickle thing, so you have to learn to brace yourself for disappointment. Because the end result might be rather shocking.
Shit. Zan, get out of there!
Oh, how I love this job! Oh, whoops. Looks like I overdid it a bit. Ooh. Oh, and no change to his genetic code whatsoever. Oh well, 2 down, 2 more to go. Do me a favor, and don't die.
What the hell have you done?
Apparently, it's what I haven't done. Perhaps I've not made enough alterations to the formula. Oh, if this keeps up, I might be out of a job.
Jason.
That's it! I won't let you murder any more of my friends! Cure Brec, or...
Oh, what? You have nothing to bargain with, Sonny Jim.
Or I'll have our AI release all the evidence we have on Ava Tech. You and your company won't have anything to fall back on. You'll have SWAT teams busting through your windows come daybreak.
Please, you think I'd fall for an empty threat like that? You're obviously bluffing.
Wanna bet?
Prove it. And I might be willing to cure your friend.
Jace, what are you doing?
Just be quiet. I've got this.
But we don't have any credible evidence.
Then we make him think we do. You mentioned a species unlike any other. What if I told you we know what it is? And what you've done to them?
I'd say you'd be terrible at poker. Every moment you waste brings your friend closer and closer to...
Lamia,
Excuse me?
the species you conquered was the Lamia race, wasn't it?
How? How could you possibly know that?
So it's true.
He told you. Now give us the cure.
Oh, I'll give you something, all right.
Brec?
I've had it with waiting. You two are going to change or die, one or the other. I don't know how you found out our little secret, but bottom line is, neither of you will be going anywhere. Say hello to my subjects. Or should I say...
What's left of this city's populace?
What the hell is all this?
What you see are my many attempts at creating the next stage of humanity. But regrettably, the results all came up the same. The genetic rewrite corrupted their DNA chain, but it also eliminated their will, their sense of individuality. Leaving behind an indestructible, chaotic beast that can't think or do anything without instruction. These intolerable monstrosities are worthless and barely scratch the surface of the evolution we're destined for. This is the key to our future, to become the invincible human race. But without our minds, it'll be meaningless. So ask yourself this: is your friend the exception? Will he be strong enough to keep his intelligence intact? I guess we'll find out then, won't we?
Brec! Can you hear me?
I think that ought to be enough to stabilize him.
What the?
You came out beautifully.
Brec, what has he done to you?
Silence. Establishing link on frequency Delta 105. Very good. Now that you can hear me, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. What is your name? Your name, please. Any name. Any at all. Anything. Speak, damn it, speak! Say anything, just speak!
Oh my god.
God damn it! Another fucking failure!
You murdered him. You murdered them all! You destroyed my friends. Erased my entire world! Is this what you do? Tear good, innocent people apart and turn them into twisted, mindless monsters?
Would you shut up?
They were kind. They weren't perfect, none of us are, but no matter what, they were always there. They were the best of me. And you ripped them to shreds!
Well, if you insist on prattling on, then allow me to reunite you with your friends. Go on then, you useless buffoon. Do as he says. And rip him to shreds!
I don't understand it. I've tried every combination, every concoction I could think of, without compromising the intended effects, and every time, the results come out the same. Look at the data, you fool! Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it! The drug bonds to the DNA and just gobbles the subject up like a goddamn glove! So close. So close, so very close to a breakthrough! Oh, if I could have cracked this, I'd be sipping margaritas on Miami Beach right now! Oh, enjoying an early retirement! But now all my work has been for nothing! Oh, this can't be right. Oh, but it is. The drug is gone. Not a single trace. This isn't possible. It should have spread across his cells by now, but it's like it was never there. It's like he was never even injected. I injected them all myself to make sure. It must have just disappeared. Oh, think. Use that big genius brain. You know the solution. It's right there. Just reach your hand out and grasp it. Impossible.
Just the word I love to hear.
Oh, your timing couldn't be any better, Addy. See for yourself.
What exactly am I looking at?
What you see before you is the answer to all our problems. That boy evading the serpentified creature with speed almost inhuman was injected with our newly concocted Type V drug. And he hasn't shown any signs of change.
So, just how much coffee have you had with your meds this time?
Oh, I'm not crazy. No, I was blind, you see? So blind that I couldn't see the gift staring me in the face. My aggressive drug all but destroyed the other subjects. However, he has no trace of the venom inside him.
That is impossible. Are you saying his body killed the drug?
Not exactly. It's more like the cells of his body rejected the standard effects and assimilated the strength and stamina enhancers. If his body can withstand something as aggressive as the Type V, then the key to unlocking the next stage of human evolution resides in just a single drop of his blood.
Who is this boy?
Oh, you know me. I don't bother with the details. I'm awful with names. Now, it's time to put our prize birdie back in his cage. Oh, joyous day, Caluculae.
Oh, pet! You can leave our special guest alone. After all, I'm sure he's exhausted from all that dodging. Instead, capture him and bring him to me. Well, go on then. What are you waiting for?
Oh, hell.
Where are you off to? You're gonna miss the fun! Damn. Come on. That's it. You got me.
What's in the... Oh no. No.
Yes! Oh, damn it, let go!
Whatever you do, don't let him escape. Drag him out of there if you have to.
Come on, get off! Oh, I never thought I'd miss the old Brec.
Jason.
What?
Jason.
Brec? You're alive in there? It is you! Oh, am I glad you snapped out of it. Come on, you can fit in here, I think. We can escape together. No!
What the hell are you doing, Addy? You're letting him get away!
Must I do everything myself?
Initiate lockdown on all underground levels. Subject has breached containment. Advocate has been deployed to recapture. Do not engage.
Oh, let's hope I can get a better signal from wherever the hell this is.
Greetings, Master Jason. How may I assist?
Amphi! Boy, am I happy to hear your voice.
Is everything all right? I haven't haven't heard from anyone in hours.
No time to explain. I need you to lock onto my location and give me directions to wherever the hell I am.
But Master, I know where you are. Your current location is Avalon Tower.
Yes, but I'm in an area that we don't have blueprints for. Can you map out the underground facility?
Of course, Master. But I should inform you, your heart rate is dangerously high, and you sound short of breath.
That's because I'm literally running for my life as we speak. Now please find me a way out before my legs give out.
Take a right.
What's taking you so long? You should have found him by now.
He's pretty fast.
What, and you aren't?
I didn't put speed enhancers into your damn boots so you could just lollygag about.
It's too late. He's gone.
Gone? Gone? What do you mean, gone?
It appears the underground tram did not get your memo.
Why is that?
Because our friend hitched a ride on the emergency shipment tram to Hard Rope City.
We did it, Amphi. Well, you did it. Saved my ass. Well done.
I'm glad to have been of assistance. Your safety, after all, is one of my primary functions.
Thank God for that, then. Listen, I need you to initiate Security Protocol 1 for the hideout, and go into surveillance mode. Save any and all data we have on the Resistance to a ghost drive and shut down any non-essential programs. Ava Tech will most likely try to break in, and if that happens, I think it's a good idea if you go into complete shutdown. Do you copy?
Master, what is wrong? You aren't speaking in your usual light-hearted manner. Are you troubled? Has the mission failed?
Amphi, please. Please just do as I say for now. Go into shutdown if Ava Tech arrives. Do not reboot for anyone who doesn't know the password. Promise me.
Affirmative, Master. I will remain in surveillance mode until the eventuality you spoke of presents itself. Might I ask what you plan to do?
Shortly before I escaped, an Ava Tech scientist mentioned a species. Some new life form that I can only surmise they killed off. Turns out the bedtime story my mother told me was true. The Lamia race does exist. Or used to. He was furious when I said the name. The story and the secret revolving around the same thing can't be a coincidence. And I'm willing to bet this has something to do with my parents' death. This is too good to pass up, Amphi. I know it sounds selfish of me to say this, but I'm closer now than I've ever been before.
But what of the others, Master? Are they going with you?
They're safe. We've gone our separate ways, but they're okay. I promise. You know, truth be told, I think I'm actually gonna miss you.
You won't be long, will you? You are returning to reclaim me, correct? Master? You're coming back. Are you not?
Stay safe, alright? Don't cause any trouble while I'm gone, okay?
That's not what a naughty girl would do.
Brec, Xander, Lonnie, I'm sorry. I failed. I couldn't save you, or avenge you. When I began my search, I never thought something like this would happen for me to learn the truth. I finally know what I have to do, where I need to go. I swear Ava Tech will pay for what they've done to you. They took everything from me, from us. And I won't stop until I find out why.